Okay, you know, because uh, when I was asking for help and people was finding me on the internet and all of that, they were, instead of them helping me, right, they was trying to get me to like give them favor, right? And I'm saying, well, how can I give you favor if I can't go to court? So what I decided to do, because I was telling them, if you write a contract with me and you don't live up to your end of the contract, what you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? So what I said was, I'll go ahead and help y'all, right? And I'll put this in and pay your debts, so your debts will be paid once you help me, once we go to court. So this is the evidence, right? This is the motion that I put in to pay the debts of my future employees, right? This in the civil court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County. Circuit Civil Division, case number 08CA161809K. I submitted this on January 19th in 2016 at 9:51 in the morning in the Seminole County Clerk of the Courts, Maria Ann Morrissey, right, is the clerk of the courts. It says Tommy Chancey Council Sr., Folk Houses Incorporated, and the employees of Folk Houses Incorporated for whom name is, and then you put your name in there. Then it said versus the Internal Revenue Service. Now that's how I was paying off your debt. The law offices of Morrison and Robinson, PA. The law offices of Latham, Shaker, Eaton, Barker, and Bodine, LLP. The United States Department of Justice. The United States Security and Exchange Commission. Those are the defendants, right? Motion to amend complaint. Plaintiff Tommy Chancey Council Sr., president of Folk Houses Incorporated, is now adding the unknown debts of the employees of Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom are now adding their debts to the bankruptcy case of Beer Herd Chevrolet Corporation with case number 0883039, for which Beer Herd Chevrolet Corporation, Orlando, filed in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Alabama, Northern Division, for which is where the chain conspiracy, civil conspiracy, and circle conspiracy dismissed the debts of the employees of Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom United States constitutional as well as their United States Bill of Rights have been denied to the employees of Folk Houses Incorporated without the knowledge of employees Folk Houses Incorporated. Amend the complaint. Come now, the president of Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom name is Tommy Chancey Council Sr., on behalf of the employees of Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom name is, and then you put your name in there, is now legally representing the employees of Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom names are, and then you put your names in, just as Tommy Chancey Council Sr., for whom is the attorney for Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom already asked the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, for the embargo, for which is defined as a government order that limits trade in some way, an order of a government prohibiting the departure of a commercial ship from its ports, a legal prohibition of commerce, stoppage, impediment, especially an order by a common carrier or public regulator agency permitting or restricting freight transportation, to place an embargo on for which the United States government has ordered against Tommy Chancey Council Sr., as well as this employee of Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom name is blank, for which has been illegally proven by the actions of the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Alabama, Northern Division, for whom illegal actions are now forever preserved within the annals of legal history underneath the case number 0883039, after the lawyer for Folk Houses Incorporated, for whom name is Tommy Chancey Council Sr., filed a legal motion to inform the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Alabama, Northern Division, of the illegal actions of Beer Herd Chevrolet, Orlando, for which is now Fork Houses Incorporated, as well as the president of Fork Houses Incorporated, for whom name is Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., was given the case number APN 16-8-0001 CRJL 11, and informed of the order illegally dismissing the adversary, for which is legally defined as a accommodation, for which is legally defined as a favor done without compensation, pay, or consideration, such as a signal guaranteeing payment of a debt, sometimes called an accommodation endorsement. 2, giving in an adversary on a point to make a deal work. A change in an employee's or landlord's policy or practice made in order to allow a person with a disability to perform a particular job or live in a rental. 2, an attorney work product privilege, for which is legally defined as a rule that protects material prepared by a lawyer in preparation for trial from being seen or used by the adversary during discovery or trial. Fishing expedition. 3 fishing expedition, for which is legally defined as a legal grasping at straws, the use of pre-trial investigation, discovery, or witness questioning in an unfocused attempt to uncover damaging evidence to be used against the adversary pleading of Fork Houses Incorporated, as well as Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., for which the case number APNO 16-8-0001 CRJ11 legally proves beyond a shadow of a legal doubt that Fork Houses Incorporated, as well as Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., legally petitioned, for which is legally defined as a formal request for freedom, legally submitted to the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Alabama, Northern Division, because Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., for whom is the president of Fork Houses Incorporated, legally appealed to the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Alabama, Northern Division, by making a formal request to America itself underneath the case number 07CA311916L, for which is the case number of 0883039 in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Alabama, Northern Division, has tried to illegally cover the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, for which is why President of Fork Houses Incorporated, for whom name is Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., is now and has signed the Emancipation Proclamation request for the employees of Fork Houses Incorporated when the president of Fork Houses Incorporated, for whom name is Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., legally petitioned the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and Fort Seminole County, Florida, with case number 08CA161809K, for which is what proves beyond the shadow of a legal doubt that the president of Fork Houses Incorporated, for whom name is Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., presented the United States of America, for whom is the organizing body of America, for which is why Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr.'s signature is the only signature on the Emancipation Proclamation request, for which is why Fork Houses Incorporated is now paying off the illegal obligations of the employees of Fork Houses Incorporated, so that the employees of Fork Houses Incorporated could help the president of Fork Houses Incorporated complete the divine obligation of Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., for whom is the president of Fork Houses Incorporated, for whom divine mission is to give food and water to the employees of Fork Houses Incorporated, so that Fork Houses Incorporated could trade in America as well as around the world. General allegations. 1. This is an action for damages in an amount greater than $15,000. Count 1. Breach of contract. Plaintiff. 2. Plaintiff Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr., for whom is the president of Fork Houses Incorporated, has proved after Tommy Chancellor Cowser Sr. alleged the breach of contract in the civil court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and Fort Seminole County, Florida, with case number CA CA 161809K. Again, 08CA161809K. Plaintiff Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. is now informing the citizens of America of the abstract of judgment, for which is legally defined as a written summary of a court judgment stating how much money the losing defendant, the judgment debtor, owes to the person who won, the judgment creditor, the rate of interest to be paid on the judgment amount, court costs, and any specific orders that the losing defendant must obey. The abstract is the acknowledged and stamped so that it can be reported and made official with the government. The purpose is to create a public record and create a lien or claim, if necessary, on any real property owned or later acquired by the defendant located in the county in which the abstract of judgment is recorded. A. The written summary wrote by a descendant of Dred Scott, for whom name is now Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., is now a demand for a court judgment. Stating how much money the United States of America now owes the descendants of Dred Scott, for whom name is Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., for legally defending the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the United States Bill of Rights with the United States Declaration of Independence inside of the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County. Therefore, the rate of interest to be paid on the judgment amount is the amount of freedom that has been denied ever since 1857 to Dred Scott, for whom was born Sam Blow, and in 1834, Sam Blow was sold to John Emerson, a surgeon in the United States Army, and transferred to Fort Armstrong in Illinois, where slavery was prohibited by the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. The legally written ordinance allowed the then territories in the West to become states with the condition that they forbid slavery. John Emerson, like many other slave owners, John Emerson, like many other slave-owning Army officers, felt that John Emerson post in a free state didn't subject John Emerson to anti-slavery laws. But in 1843, John Emerson died and left the property of John Emerson, for which included slaves, to his wife, for which is why Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. sued for the freedom of Tommy Chancey Castle Sr.'s descendants, just like in 1846, when the help of friends, Mr. Dred Scott sued Mr. Emerson in local court for the freedom of Dred Scott's family, just like Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. sued the American Corporation for the financial freedom of my ancestors' descendants in the civil courthouse of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, for which is, in Seminole County. So I'm going to stay right there, right, because it's 13 minutes now. But it's still some more now. But this is for my future employees. Now, this was back in 2016. So this is what I'm telling y'all. If we're going to sit here and beg these people for a living wage, but yet the so-called people who asking these people to give my people a living wage is now saying that because I'm saying I'm my God, and as my God, I'm giving my people a legal defense, and in that legal defense, I'm giving them a life, and in that life, I'm giving them a legal wage and a living wage. Why would the black churches, whether they're Islamic or a Christian, now deny the children of the future that I am now offering?